Hello, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK, and my job is to showcase products from Stampin' Up to inspire you to make your own beautiful projects. Whether you're a beginner or an intermediate or an experienced crafter, I hope I have projects that will inspire at any level. I do tend to do clean and simple projects, I must admit, but it doesn't mean that they're easy just because they look clean and simple. Sometimes there's a lot to do with them in terms of measuring and things. Anyway, this is our project today. Now I have a confession, it does use a retired stamp set, which is this one, which was Textures and Frames from Celebration. I don't normally feature retired sets on my blog, but I realised I hadn't shown you I hadn't done a video tutorial for this card, and it is rather lovely, and I'm sure if you look on some of the Facebook groups there'll be somebody selling this set because it's now retired and a lot of the demos get rid of their things. I will eventually, I guess, be getting rid of mine, but at the moment I'm still using it, and it's not on my selling list at the moment, but if you're interested let me know, and then if I do decide to sell it you'll be first on the list. Anyway, let's have a start. So I'm going to change up the colours. Here I used Rich Raspberry, I think that is, Polished Pink, Pale Papaya, Soft Succulent, and no, oh, what's that one called? Soft something. Soft Seafoam and Soft Succulent. But I'm going to change up the colours today and use some brights. So we're going to be using a couple of the in colours, Polished Pink and Fresh Freesia, but Daffodil Delight, Coastal Cabana and Granny Apple Green as well. So I'm going to take out the stamp that I need from here. They always go too quickly, the Stampin' Up product, the Celebration products, you know, no sooner have I got to grips with them than they disappear. And something else new comes along to grab my attention. Anyway, here we go. So I'm going to mount that on a C block, I think this is. Yes, it's a C block. And I'm going to stamp 5 circles on the top half of my card. Now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to measure so I get exactly the first one in the centre, and then hopefully I can eyeball the other ones. So this is 14.4, so 7.2 is in the middle here. So I'm going to put that there. Just a little, actually I'm going to put it there and rub that one out so I can easily rub it out. It won't be, just in case it shows. Right, okay, so I'm going to ink up my stamp with Daffodil Delight first of all, and just stamp that one. So not too near the top, not too near, so fairly centrally, but, and just keeping an eye on that up there. There we go. Just got a little bit of something there. There we go. That's my first one. Of course, you could use the same colours. You don't have to use as many colours as I'm using. That looks quite dark at the minute, but I think it will dry. Lighter. This is my Simply Chamois. If you haven't got one, why not? I have an offer on that if you buy Simply Chamois from me, I will send you a case for it, which one of our stamp cases houses it absolutely perfectly. So do take advantage of that offer. Right, I'm now going to do Granny Apple Green. Am I? No, I'm going to do Polished Pink next. I'm going to do the one along here first. So I'm trying to get them all equidistant. So I'm going to do the one here next. Like so. Oh, beautiful. Oh, liking this colour scheme already. And again, the Simply Chamois. Perfect. Cleans the stamp so quickly and easily. I'm then going to do Fresh Freesia for the other end. Always a bit of an experiment using various colour schemes. Hoping I've got this one right and that it will look okay. There we go. So that's 3. I love having my range of colours to choose from. I do have some that I don't use very much. Cajun Craze, don't use that very much. Crushed Curry, not a fan. but some of them I use all the time. And Granny Apple Green, which I'm using at the minute, and I'm placing this one slightly above, but overlapping those two and right in the centre there. And then lastly, we're going to do Coastal Cabana. Oh, love this colour. I love it with polished pink, and I love it with Highland Heather and Fresh Freesia. I think it's got so many possibilities. There we go. There. And that's all our stamping done for today. So put all that away. Just going to rub out my little pencil mark that helped me centre it. And I'm then going to take, now I've cut out my letters already, I'm going to do another hello this time. There we go. And find some tweezers because these are quite fiddly. So we're going to do L first. I'll do the middle one first. So a little bit of Tombow. Cocktail stick to spread it out a bit. Perfect. And that's going to go in our Daffodil Delight circle. Make sure it's straight. There we go. Another L. So these were cut out from the Playful Alphabet dies. Again, a lifetime set for me. I love these alphabet dies. So they will be staying in my collection, I guess. Trouble is, the section of my room where I've got things that I want to keep forever is getting full, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I either need another shelf unit, or I don't know, I'm going to have to find somewhere else in the house to store them, which is going to delight my husband. I'm already I've got a little craft room here, which is actually the utility room as well. So I've got a washing machine and a tumble dryer and the ironing board in here, and the iron and the ironing board in here with me. But that's all right. I've still got room to craft and for quite a bit of stuff. It's a bit of a pain when the washing machine or the tumble dryer goes wrong, because I have to take absolutely everything out of my room. But it means it gets a good tidy up, so I guess that's good. I'll do a craft room tour one day. I'm sure there's some of you that would like to see that. I've been waiting because it's not quite finished. It's not finished yet. I did have a major rehaul of it a couple of years ago, and I'm still waiting to think about having it decorated and changing the flooring and things. But actually, I guess meanwhile, I could just show you how it is at the moment. It has to do dual purpose because it has to have things in it for my other business on Etsy, so it's dual purpose. It's got stuff for that, and it's got stuff for my Stampin' Up business as well as all the washing machine, etc. As I said, there we go. The problem with having the washing machine in here is that I don't really like anyone else being in here, so I don't really want anyone else to use the washing machine, which means I end up having to do all the washing, which is my own fault, I guess. Right, isn't that lovely? It's such bright colours. Right, okay, before we mount, I'm going to mount it onto Fresh Freesia. Beautiful. But we're going to do the ribbon first of all. I don't use loads of ribbon in my project, so I'm just trying to improve that. So we need a length of ribbon to go across here. Find my snips. I use my scissors, I think. My ribbon scissors is what I wanted to say. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use tear and tape, if I can find it. I'm going to do a tiny bit down here just to hold the ribbon in place in the middle there. Like so. And then I'm going to do a bit, actually let's stick that on there first. So now it will show through this ribbon, but it's not going to matter because our bow is going to be over that, so we won't see it. There we go. And then turn over and a little bit of tear and tear. And you should need to use my ribbon scissors on it then. That would have been a shock, wouldn't it? Dearie me. Anyone else did that, they'd be shot. Here. So I'm only securing it very lightly at the front, but it is a very lightweight ribbon, this one. So it's very easy to do that. Right, take off the backing of my tear and tape, and then just make sure that you're gluing it so that it goes straight, and then just secure it behind there. Because it's a very thin ribbon, I don't mind the bulk on this one. Normally I don't like doing this because I don't like the bulk of the ribbon, but this is a very, very fine ribbon and it doesn't add too much bulk, so I'm happy with that. There we go. So we've done those behind, and now we're just going to make a little ribbon bow, a little flat bow. So you need a piece of ribbon. Let me see, that's one bow, and then there. So I'm going to cut that there, and then I'm going to measure it and tell you how long a piece of ribbon you need. That is 12.5 centimetres, or I think about 4 inches, is that? Oh, 5 inches, 4 and 7/8, nearly 5 inches. And so then take, can't remember whether I did this with ribbon dots or with tear and tape. I think I'll carry on with tear and tape as I've got it out. So in the centre of your ribbon, just add either a glue dot or stuck that in the wrong place, or a little bit of tear and tape. And then take the backing off the tear and tape. So you could do this with glue dots, would work just as well. It might be easier actually. I might change my mind and use glue dots for the rest of it. Yeah, this is not working. I'm going to revert to glue dots. They're a lot easier. So just bend your ribbon in half so you can find the centre, and then you want a glue dot on either end. Glue dot on here. Oh, why is it being so difficult? There we go, glue dot on there. And then fold that into the middle, where you mark the middle. Oh. And then another glue dot. And fold that into the middle as well. There we go. And then we just need a little bit of ribbon that is going to go round here. So just cut that there. And again, I'm going to measure it and let you know how much you need. You need 3 centimetres, or just over an inch, I would think. Just short of an inch. Oh no, just a little bit more than an inch, 1 1/8 inches. And so put another glue dot on the back here. A little bit fiddly making bows like this, but I like them. I think they look very effective and they don't take up too much bulk. So press the end of your ribbon into your glue dot, pass that round there, pass it round again, and then you need another glue dot on the back. So you've already put one glue dot on, you're going to put another glue dot on, because it's going to come back round. And then if it's a little bit too long, which it actually isn't, you can then just trim it off. And that is just going to go there, like so. So just another glue dot in the middle there. And because it's very light, you only need one glue dot. One glue dot will be perfect. Just put that on there. And that's your flat bow. There we go. And then all we've got to do is mount this on our card bank. That's a really lovely, colourful card. I'm really pleased with that. So like I said, the stamp set was called Textures and Frames. If you'd like to reserve it for whenever I do decide to sell it, which, depending on how much I need to buy from the spring catalogue, maybe sooner than I think, just let me know and I'll put your name on it. It is a lovely set. And then there we and we are done. So there's our 2 cards, different colour schemes, a little bit more subtle this one, a little more brighten in your face this one, but there we go. Hope you've enjoyed that project. You might have other background stamps that you could use instead of this circle as well. But that's my card for today. Hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you so much for joining me. All the details are below. Pop over to my blog and find my code, which for November is, I could give it to you. Let's find a pen and I will give the code to you. It is KX FG 7S 2K. That's my code for November. If you pop it in the host code as you order online, I can then send you a free product gift. I send everybody, even if they don't use my code, I send everybody a handmade card and a little treat, a little, well, nicely packaged treat every month. But if you use my code, I can also send you a product gift, which will depend, it varies depending on how many of orders I've got that month and how much the Stampin' Rewards add up to. But it's always something nice, I hope, if you ask my other customers. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll be back really soon. Bye for now.